from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And the Commodores ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteers offense will have the football first. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Plows his way ahead. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making the adjustment. Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Vanderbilt's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And onto the field comes Junior Sherrill. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keep. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the
places, give you so many options, is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
That side is Spence. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw one first. Makes the catch. It's Staley. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a second down. Running inside. It's Bishop. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted and room to run. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Drops back. It's Carter. Out wide left. It's Spence. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Adams. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Fighting off the defender. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sells to fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Commodores! Made the grab in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. First play of this drive. Looking down the middle. Unloads in the nick of time.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Hits inside, it's Young. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. The fake and wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Carter. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Staley. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. quick give. It's Gordon. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Adams. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on 2nd down. In traffic, it's Young. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the quarterback was in the pocket surveying the field. Looked like he was trying to take a shot down the sideline, but just bad accuracy on the throw. It sails way out of bounds for the incompletion.
2nd down to the air. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Commodores will punt this one away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. The short hands, it's Staley. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Fresh center downs going to the air. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 14 team, the Boise State Broncos.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with Tennessee's head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Second and long here. They want to throw it. Gets rid of it. Left side is Thomas. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Right side, it's Davis. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On the ground, it's Bishop. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The lone back's got it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. The Vols want to move quickly. Driving forward, it's Bishop. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Bishop. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Under pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Shotgun snap on third down. Turns it upfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Third and goal for the offense. Out wide right, it's Davis. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Straight ahead, it's Young. Spins away from the defense. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And he gets it away.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Throws to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Bishop. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They give it to him again. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is...
Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Volunteers! They tack on a little extra here in the fourth and just about set to break this long losing streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Scanning the field, it's Carter. Turns it upfield. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle.
He unleashes a long one. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sends it back in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Doors. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
So here is the Tennessee offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Follows his blocks. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 90 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Gordon. Could be an alley. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Gordon. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down.
Makes the grab. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Vols! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the Commodores sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Out wide left, it's Young. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Moves the pocket. It's Carter. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking for the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
In the backfield, it's Young. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Right side, it's Spence. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down in the end zone, the big play there, and the defense gets the stop. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're